Good afternoon, classmates. I am Dante Tabunyar, and together with Mr. Patrick Katbagan, we will be discussing alternative dispute resolution and business ethics. Our presentation will help us understand how conflicts in business can be resolved peacefully through ADR and how ethical principles guide individuals and organizations to act responsibly and fairly in the business world.
Sir Dante, ano po ba yung alternative dispute resolution? Parang ang bigat nung term eh. Bakit siya important sa mga negosyo?
Ah, hindi mo pinalitan yung slide.
Ha?
Hindi mo pinalitan yung slide.
Putik ka talaga. Nakailan na. Perwisyo. Sorry. Game. Isa pa, sir. Nakailang take
Okay.
na.
Okay.
Game. Seryoso na, sir.
Sumasakit
Seryoso
na
na.
yung lalamunan ko.
Sorry. Last.
Oh, okay, sandali lang. Buelo. One, two, okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Good afternoon, classmates. I am Dante Tabunyar, and together with Mr. Patrick Atbagan, we will be discussing alternative disputes resolution and business ethics. Our presentation will help us understand how conflicts in business can be resolved peacefully through ADR and how ethical principles guide individuals and organizations to act responsibly and fairly in the business world.
Sir Dante, ano po ba yung alternative dispute resolution? Parang ang bigat kasi nung term. Bakit ba important yung ADR sa mga negosyo?
Good question yan, Sir Patrick. Ang ADR or Alternative Dispute Resolution ay mga paraan para maresolba ang conflict outside of the regular court or legal proceedings. Dahil ang di pagkakaunawaan sa negosyo ay hindi maiiwasan o natural. Instead na magdemandahan na sobrang mahal at matagal, pwede naman through mediation, arbitration, conciliation, and negotiation na methods ng ADR. Ito ay mas mabilis, confidential, at mas makatitipid pa ang both parties dahil ang alternative dispute resolution ay is defined as any process or procedure used to resolve a dispute or controversy other than by adjudication of a presiding judge of a court or an officer of a government agency. Instead, a neutral party, third party participates to assist in the resolution of issues. ADR, it also refers to methods of resolving disputes outside of traditional court proceedings. It offers parties a way to settle conflicts more quickly, privately, and often at a lower cost than litigation. Sa Pilipinas, ito ay naitatag sa bisa ng Republic Act number 9285 o mas kilala bilang the Alternative Dispute Resolution Act of 2004. Through this law, the Office for Alternative Dispute Resolution was created under the Department of Justice, which is tasked with promoting and regulating ADR practices. Also, the OADR ensures that ADR processes are carried out ethically with fairness, competence, and impartiality. You know, Attorney Irene De Torres Alugok is the inaugural Executive Director of the Office for Alternative Dispute Resolution. She is also the author of our reference Philippine Alternative Dispute Resolution uh, issued 2024. Yun ang libro na ginagamit natin ngayon.
Hmm. So, Sir Dante, may gusto lang po akong
Oh,
i-add po, sir.
oo, tatanungin nga din kita. Alam mo ba kung ano yung mga functions ng OADR?
Yes po, sir. Yung function po ng OADR is to handle the conflicts without going to the court. So first po, it promotes ADR in both government and private sectors. So basically po, they encourage people and companies to settle the issues peacefully through mediation or arbitration instead of filing a case in court. So next one po is OADR also accredits ADR providers and practitioners. So this means po that they make sure that yung mga mediators or arbitrators are qualified po and following the ethical standards. Third one po, OADR act as an appointing authority. So meaning po if both parties is hindi makapag-decide or di magkasundo on who will be the mediator or arbitrator, si OADR po yung mag-a-assign. And lastly po, OADR provides training and certification so that they can improve the skills and professionalism ng mga ADR practitioners. So tinutulungan po ni OADR na maging mas mabilis, fair, and cost efficient yung pag-resolve ng mga disputes dito sa Pilipinas. And at the same time, nasusunod pa rin yung legal and ethical standards.
Ang galing! Tama ka dyan, Sir Patrick. Alam mo, ang mga sumusunod naman, may mga common methods kasi yung ADR eh. Yan, yun yung mediation. Ang mediation kasi is a neutral third party. It helps disputing parties communicate and negotiate to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. The mediator does not make decisions, but facilitates discussion. The other one, the arbitration, a neutral third party or the arbitrator. The arbitrator listens to both sides and then makes a binding or non-binding decision to resolve the dispute. Then the conciliation. Similar to mediation, but the conciliator may play a more active more active role in proposing solutions or terms of settlements. And lastly, the negotiations. You know, parties directly communicate with each other to reach an agreement without the involvement of third parties. Oh, di ba? Ngayong alam na natin ang common methods ng ADR, puntahan naman natin yung business ethics. Kasi business ethics refers to the principles, values, and standards that guide the behavior of individuals and organizations in the business world. It involves distinguishing between right and wrong conduct in business practices. Also, ensuring that actions promote fairness, integrity, accountability, and respect for all stakeholders. Sir Patrick, may gusto ka bang idagdag?
Yes po, sir. So, yung gusto ko pong idagdag, sir, so si business ethics, sir, is basically po the study and application of moral principles sa business environment. So, this means po na si business ethics yung foundation ng responsible decision making so that they can ensure na yung mga companies is kumikilos with integrity, fairness, and accountability sa lahat ng stakeholders nila tulad ng employees, customers, investors, and also the community. So now po, kung isipin po natin sir, yung batas po, yung nagsiset ng minimum standards ng acceptable behavior sa business. However, the thing is, even if something is allowed by the law, it might still be considered unethical. So just because it's allowed by the law, it doesn't mean na ethical siya all the time. Pero si business ethics sir, it goes beyond compliance kasi. So meaning, hindi lang siya nagtatanong kung legal ba ito, but it's also asking a deeper question which is tama ba ito? Pero kahit
Hmm.
ganon, despite the best intentions, we know naman that disputes are inevitable in business. Hindi talaga may iwasan. And pag nag-arise na yung conflict, usually yung mga companies dumadaan sa court litigation or legal proceedings. And alam naman natin sir na this process is usually time-consuming, expensive, and confrontational. That's why maraming organizations yung gumagamit ng ADR kasi nagpo-provide siya ng mas effective and more ethical way to resolve the conflicts using negotiation, mediation, and arbitration.
Ayun. Oh, di ba ang galing? Eh, paano naman siya naging mahalaga sa business ethics? Ano nga ba yung connection nila?
So, ganito yun, sir. So basically sir, magka-partner si ADR and business ethics when it comes to preventing and solving business conflicts in ethical way. So first po is si business ethics is tumutulong to prevent the disputes. Kung si company sir is honest, transparent at fair sa mga clients or suppliers nila, mas maliit yung chance na magkaroon ng conflict. So for example po, if sa contract, clear naman kung ano yung responsibilities ng both sides, hindi na kailangan umabot sa away or demandahan. Second po is ADR helps resolve ethical conflicts. So kapag may dispute na nangyari sir, let's say may unethical behavior or misunderstanding, instead of going to the court, pwede siyang ma-resolve using ADR. And ang maganda po sa ADR is mas maayos yung process, hindi masyadong stressful, and mas nakakatipid sa oras at gastos. Third po is that ADR is tumutulong to preserve the relationship. We all know naman sir na sa business malaga yung good relationship with partners and clients. Kaya sa ADR mas collaborative at open yung approach unlike sa court na laging may talo, may panalo. So sa ADR po kahit may conflict both parties, may chance pa rin na maayos and mag-continue yung good relationship ng both sides. Fourth one po is that ADR ensures confidentiality. Usually private po yung ADR proceedings. Kaya kung may sensitive issue or reputational risk, hindi siya agad kumakalat. Big help po ito sa mga companies so that they can protect yung name ng company nila and also yung involved na tao. Fifth one, sir, is that ADR is cost-effective and fair dahil mas mabilis nga and mas mura yung ADR compared sa mga court cases. Both sides po is nagbe-benefit kasi less gastos at less stress. And lastly, sir, ADR itself po is based on ethical principles. So si ADR, may neutrality, respect, and fairness, which is same values na tinuturo ng business ethics.
Yon. So, ang business ethic is really important because it is about applying moral principles sa isang business like honesty, fairness, responsibility, transparency, at integrity. Kung ethical ang business, mas konti ang chance na magkakaroon ng dispute. Example, kung malinaw at fair ang kontrata mo, hindi magrereklamo ang supplier or employees. Sir Patrick, paano kung unethical ang isang negosyo at nagkaroon ng conflict?
Good question, sir. So, 'di ba kung ethical yung isang company, sir, by being transparent, fair, at honest sa mga madalas na iwasan yung disputes. Pero kung may conflict talaga, sir, nag-offer po si ADR ng ethical way to solve the dispute like being collaborative, confidential, and hindi destructive sa relationships.
Okay. So, parang ganito. Parang prevention side si business ethics.
Tama, sir.
Tapos, Tapos, ADR naman, yung possible cure or solution kapag may dispute na. Prevention and cure, di ba? Yun eh. Kaya sila
Yes, sir.
connected. Parang ganito. Kung may dispute sa kontrata dahil may unethical practice, pwede kayong humingi ng tulong sa OADR for mediation and arbitration. Imbis na magdemanda, at least naayos pa rin yung relasyon ng both parties.
Tama ka dyan, sir. Exactly.
Yes. So parang ganito. Bigay tayo ng examples ng ADR through yung methods niya. Yung mediation used to settle disputes between business partners over profit sharing or ethical breaches in operations. Yung arbitration naman, common in commercial disputes pagka sa mga kumpanya na, dalawang kumpanya such as disagreement over intellectual property or international contract where confidentiality and expert judgment are valued. Sa negotiation naman, it often the first step in resolving disputes. For example, a supplier and a retailer renegotiating delivery schedules to prevent escalation.
Yes, sir, Dante, tama ka dyan. Pero may
Mhm.
mga challenges din, sir, and ethical issues din si ADR. So,
Oo.
although ADR is a good way to resolve the conflicts in a fair and cooperative way, may mga concerns pa rin po pagdating sa ethics. So like, first one is yung unethical power dynamics. So minsan sir, si employees or consumers is required to sign arbitration clauses na favor sa company. So parang napipilitan silang sumunod kahit disadvantage sa kanila, especially kung powerful yung company compared dun sa individual. Second po is yung neutrality of third parties. It's important sir na neutral or walang kinikilingan yung mediator or arbitrator. Kasi yung kung bias po sila sir, nawawala yung fairness ng buong process. And lastly
Mm.
sir, the confidentiality versus transparency. So sir, confidentiality is good kasi syempre it protects the reputation and private information ng business. Kaso
Oo.
minsan nagiging problem rin siya kasi pwedeng maitago nung company sa publiko yung unethical practices nila o mali nilang ginagawa. So in short sir, kahit maganda yung purpose ng ADR for faster and peaceful resolution ng conflicts, we should also be aware din sa mga ethical challenges nito so that we can ensure na fair and just yung process for both parties.
Tama. Tama. May ethical challenges din sa ADR. Siyempre, tama ka doon, no? Hindi rin naman perfect eh. May mga
Kaya
ethical
nga sir.
issues sa ADR. Like, minsan, may power imbalance. Halimbawa, malaking kumpanya versus versus isang ordinaryong manggagawa. Power imbalance, minsan yung malaking kumpanya mas dominating and intimidating kaysa sa employee or consumer.
Kaya nga sir, napaka-unfair. Kaya nga kahit ADR pa yan, kung pipilitin lang yung employee to accept the terms kahit labag sa loob nila, hindi rin magiging ethical sir. Kaya importante talaga yung
Mm.
neutrality and integrity ng mediator or arbitrator. Dapat fair sila and walang bias kasi kung nagkataon sir, hindi magiging effective yung proceedings at purpose ng ADR.
At isa pa, ang confidentiality. Ethical siya, oo. Kasi it protects privacy. Pero minsan ginagamit ito to hide unethical corporate practices.
Kaya nga sir, so in short sir, mahalaga talaga na ethical both sides ang business at yung ADR proceedings para maging legit yung resolution. Kumbaga si business ethics is tumutulong to prevent the disputes and si ADR naman is tumutulong to resolve the disputes ethically. That's why they complement each other talaga.
Oo, tama yon. So, alam mo, in conclusion, based on the foregoing discussion natin, business ethics and alternative dispute resolution intersect in fostering fairness, integrity, and accountability in conflict management. Ethical business practices help prevent disputes through principled decision making, while ADR provides an effective mechanism for resolving conflicts in a manner that minimizes harm, preserves professional relationship, and upholds justice. For future business leaders like us, recognizing this intersection is essential, not only for ensuring compliance with law such as Republic Act 9285 or the Alternative Dispute Resolution Act of 2004, but also for maintaining trust, credibility, and long-term success in the business environment.
Tama ka dyan, Sir Dante. So as future business leaders, always remember na oo, mahalaga yung profit sa isang business, pero yung trust, fairness, and integrity is yung nagsusustain ng long-term business. Kaya always remember na be ethical para less conflict, pero if ever na nag-arise na yung dispute or conflict, rest assured na si ADR is the smart and fair option.
Yes. Oh, thank you. And more power, Sir Patrick. O classmates, dito na po nagtatapos ang aming presentation. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.